Morning students. So in our last video we were reading about the kingdom fungi and we have discussed the characteristics of the kingdom. Now we'll see the beneficial and harmful uh, fungi. Okay, so let's see how fungi are beneficial for us and how they are harmful for us. You can see in some pictures. So the uses of fungus is in the baking or making the alcoholic products. Okay. Like yeast is used to make bread, pizza bases, okay, cakes and other wheat based products. Okay, then certain fungus like mushrooms are edible, not all. Okay, certain fungus are edible. You know, some fungus are used to make cheese also, which gives the flavor to the cheese. So certain fungus gives flavor to the cheese. Okay, so certain mushrooms, then some morels. Okay, so they are edible. Then how many of you know about penicillin? Yes, it's an antibiotic and it is derived from the fungus Penicillium. So third point is it helps in manufacture of medicinal and commercial products, many commercial and medicinal products. Okay, ampicillin also is another antibiotic. For the preparation of this we use certain fungus. Okay, some organic acids like citric acid used for the commercial so fungus are for commercial production of citric acid also we use certain fungus like aspergillus. Okay, then all of you eat soya sauce, no? Which is made from soya beans. So for preparation of that also this fungus is used. Then I have already explained you that some fungus is there is a beneficial relationship between the plant and some fungus. So what happens, it supplies the nutrients to the plants, so they also act as a bio fertilizer for the plant. Okay, now we'll see the harmful effects. What are the harmful effects of the fungus? First is food spoilage. It spoils the food. So certain molds grow on the bread, fruits, vegetables, pickles, etc. and they make the food you can say not fit for consuming, and you can get food poisoning, or it may cause food poisoning if such foods are eaten. Then sometimes the non-food substances like your clothes, okay, so like your clothes or paper, wool, etc. are also damaged by fungus. You may have seen this kind of fungus or growth of fungus in the rainy season. Okay, then some diseases are also caused in plants and animals with the I have already explained you in the mode of nutrition that the fungus may act as parasites, and what happens, it causes diseases, you can say decay of the plant also, like athlete's foot, ringworm, or you can say rust of wheat, you can say this smut of corn. So this kind of diseases in plants is caused by the fungus. So I hope you have understood. Now you will do some questions in the classwork. So correct the false statements are there by changing the underlined words. Okay, so toadstools are edible fungus. Okay, underlined word is there, that means that is the incorrect part. So what you will write? Mushroom. Okay, then the mold is commonly growing on bread, that is polyporous. You need to write the name of the mold. Then fungi are a group of prokaryotic organisms. Symbiosis is the mutually beneficial relationship between plant roots and some fungus. Then yeast is used in the preparation of antibiotics. So that you have to write. Then you have to write the answers of the question: which substance forms the cell? Next kingdom in the list is kingdom Plantae. So if you will visit your garden, you will find many kinds of plants. So all the plants belong to this kingdom Plantae, as the name suggests. But it also includes red, brown and green algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So what do you mean by all these terms? Let us first know, then we'll see the characters of this kingdom. So kingdom Plantae includes all the plants. So they include the multicellular organisms. Okay. So multicellular organisms means the organisms whose body is composed of more than one kind of cells. So the next point is the cells are eukaryotes. So they are eukaryotes. Eukaryotes means their cell has a nucleus, means membrane bound nucleus, has membrane bound nucleus and cellular organelles. Okay, I hope this is clear. And cellular bound organelles. And if you will see the cells has an outer protective layer, that is cell wall, made up of cellulose. Okay, so the cell is protected with the cell wall, which is made up of cellulose. Okay, so the cell wall is well defined. Okay, then the next part is the plant cell. In all plant cells there will be double membrane covered cell organelles called plastids, and some of them will have chlorophyll. So presence of plastids is also there. So plastids will be present, and some which will have chlorophyll, they are called as chloroplast. So due to this chlorophyll is present, so their mode of nutrition will be autotrophic. That means they are able to prepare their own food with the help of air, water. Okay. Their own food. Okay. Then with the process of photosynthesis, this happens. Okay, so there are various sects of this, or you can say this plant kingdom is divided further, and let's see the parts of the plant kingdom. See, broadly, kingdom Plantae is divided into cryptogams and phanerogams. So cryptogams are the seedless, non-flowering plants. That means the plants do not have any seed or flowers. Okay, so these are further divided into algae, okay, or thallophytes, bryophytes, that means mosses, and pteridophytes, that is ferns, and into flowering plants with seeds, that is phanerogram, into gymnosperms and angiosperms. So in your book only the characteristics of kingdom Plantae is given. So we'll discuss kingdom Animalia in the next topic. But before that, you must know that kingdom Plantae is the second largest kingdom and the biggest kingdom, that means the kingdom which has the largest number of organisms, is kingdom Animalia. Next kingdom which we'll read, it is the kingdom Animalia. So if you will see that all animals including us belong to this kingdom Animalia. Okay, here you can see in your book both the cells of kingdom Plantae and Animalia is given, and you can see the basic difference. So in kingdom Animalia, which we are discussing now, the cells are eukaryotic, that means membrane is present around the nucleus, and the other organelles are also, cellular organelles are also membrane bound. You can see the outer membranes, and there is no cell wall. Okay, also chlorophyll is absent. So the mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. See, the cells are without cell wall, but there is a presence of nucleus with the nuclear membrane and membrane bound cell organelles. So these are eukaryotes. Since chlorophyll is absent, so the mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. That means they depend upon other plants and animals for their nutrition. Now majority of them shows locomotion. For obtaining food only, they have to move from one place to another, so they show locomotion. Okay, movement from one place to. After reaching maturity, the growth stops in animals. Okay, and they generally possess a definite shape, size and symmetry. Okay, so their body organization is cellular, tissue, organ and organ system level. Okay, so we'll read about the different classes of animals and the divisions in the next part of the chapter. Now we move on to test yourself. So grouping of things on the basis of certain common characteristics is called classification. Classification helps to study organisms in a systematic way. R.H. Whitaker arranged all organisms into 5 kingdoms. Bacteria and blue-green algae belong to kingdom Monera. Fungi are made up of thread-like structures called hyphae. So these answers you need to write in your book. Now let's move to the next part of this. On the basis of presence of the backbone, then kingdom Animalia is divided into 2 parts: vertebrates, where the backbone or the vertebral column is present, and invertebrates, where the backbone or vertebral column is absent. Okay, so you can broadly say in vertebrates bones are present and invertebrates are boneless animals. Okay, homework, you will do the first 2 questions of answer in short from your book. What is classification? Why are fungi not included in the kingdom Plantae? Okay, then